Hey class, hi, hello, namaste, adab, sasriyakal, assalamu alaikum, vanakkam and khamma gani to all of you. Welcome to today's class, and as you all know, today we are starting a new topic, that is your topic banking. Now it's a very easy topic. There are not many questions around this part. The topic is really very easy, and I am pretty sure that you are going to enjoy this topic because only one or two formulas are there, and I'll tell you how do you get those formulas as well, and then we'll be solving some questions about it. Okay, so a very easy topic, do not worry much about it. So the first thing I would like to introduce you all, those who are new here for the first time. For those students, I am telling you that suppose till now whatever problems you were facing, like your doubts are not being solved, or the notes are not being provided, or the tests and assignments are not taken regularly, competitive examinations preparation, you don't know where you can do it for NTSE, Olympiad, KVPY, whatever. Choice of schedule, sometimes you are not able to attend the class, or sometimes you want to study some different chapter, or choice of language. All these problems have been solved by Vedantu. There won't be any doubts which will be unattended. Notes will be provided to you. Tests and assignments will be taken on regular basis. Assignments will be shared to you with every class. Competitive examination preparation will also be done together with it, and the schedule of the class you can choose on your own. Whatever chapter you want to study, whatever part, you can choose it on your own, as well as the choice of language, right? So all these things you knew it, but now there is one more surprise, and that surprise is that along with this part you will be getting live classes, micro course and crash courses, right? So unlimited live classes you will be getting, okay, and you can attend micro courses. Micro courses is the chapter wise course, so that you can choose which chapters to study at what time, so that is you are preparing on own schedule. And crash course is the revision course before the examination. Performance reports, so that you can track your progress, and the personalized attention for each and every student. Right, now the surprise part is, on the occasion of this Independence Day, Vedantu has given flat 50% off on its subscription. Okay, on the subscription you will be getting the flat 50% off. So just visit the link vdnt.in/ytpro and you will be getting the discount. Okay, so to get the discount you need to apply GPE Pro. To get the discount you need to apply this code GPE Pro. Got it? So this will be your code for getting the discount. I am pretty sure you all are going to enjoy it a lot. Okay. So now before I start the class, that I am starting a new topic today. And in this new topic we are talking about the banking part. Okay, so in this case of banking, you already know about one type of account, which is saving banks account, right? And you know the saving banks account, like you will be depositing some sum, and whatever amount is there in your part, interest is generated. All those part you already know. The major portion which is in our syllabus is your recurring deposit account. What it is? It is your recurring deposit account. Now in this recurring deposit account, if you understand the basic of this recurring deposit account, everything else will be very easy for you, and it will be very naturally learning part. So the recurring deposit account is the account in which, suppose you are submitting some amount, you are depositing some amount, right? So in recurring deposit account you are depositing amount every month. A fixed amount you are depositing every month. In saving bank account, whatever amount you can submit, whatever amount you can draw out, all that is up to you. Okay, you can amount whatever you can submit, you can deposit whatever amount you want, you can also take it out at whatever time you want. So what happens in case of recurring deposit accounts is that, first thing you need to understand what is the recurring deposit account. So in recurring deposit account, the first thing which I want you to all know is that the first thing, it is for a fixed time period. This recurring deposit account is opened for a fixed time period. This recurring deposit account is opened for a fixed time period. The second thing is in this part, that every month a fixed amount is deposited. Okay, fixed amount is deposited every month. Every month you are depositing a fixed amount of money. The third thing is that you can take the value, or the third thing is that each month you will be getting the interest on the total principal amount. Okay, so interest is calculated every month on total principal amount. Total principal amount means the amount which is submitted by you. Okay, the interest is calculated on the principal amount only. That means it will be simple interest, right? And the fourth thing is at maturity you can take out your deposited amount. Now the third point is very important to learn. What happens is, suppose your recurring deposit account you have opened in such a way that every month you are depositing 100 rupees for 1 year. Okay, so the first month you have deposited 100 rupees, you will get the interest on the principal amount. Principal amount means the amount which you have deposited. So on the first month you will get the interest on 100 rupees. Now next month you will again deposit 100 rupees. So it is not like that next month again you are getting the interest only on 100 rupees. No. The next month you will get the interest on 100 rupees which is you have deposited, as well as the 100 rupees which you have deposited in the first month as well. So the second month you will get the interest on 200 rupees. On the third month you will get the interest on the previous 200 plus the new 100 rupees. So the third month interest will be on the 300 rupees. Then the next month interest on 400, then the interest on 500. So every month you will just see that till now, from the starting till now, how much money I have deposited, and I will get the interest on the money deposited by me. Got it? This is your recurring deposit account. Now once this part is clear, the formulas, deriving the formulas becomes very easy. Okay, deriving the formula becomes very easy. So first we'll understand that how does it work. Let's say P is the amount deposited every month. P is the amount deposited every month. Okay, this is not the P of the simple interest, it is different. It is the amount deposited every month. Okay, let us say you have taken the policy for n number of months. N is what? Number of months. Okay, so here the time mostly it is given in months. If it is given in years, you need to convert it into number of months, which is very easy, multiply with 12, right? After that, rate. So I will say R. R is rate percentage per annum. So rate percentage is given per year. Rate percentage is given per year, right? Now let's see what will happen. So I will first talk about the first month. I am just calculating the amount, the interest for the first month. Okay, so the interest for the first month, I1, will be equal to, since it is simple interest, in the first month the amount is P into R by 12. Why R by 12? Because it is the rate percentage per annum, and I am giving you the interest for 1 month. Every month I am giving. So every month the interest per month will be R by 12 into time. This is only 1 month time. 1 divided by 100. Right? So interest I1, the interest for the first month will be PR by 12 into 100. Right? Let us say interest for the second month. Interest for the second month. So in second month, beta, you can clearly see, sir, first month suppose I have deposited P. Next month also I have deposited P. So total principal amount in the account right now is 2P. Right? So I will say interest for the second month, I2, will be total principal amount is 2P into rate percentage is R by 12 into the number of months. By it is second month. I'm not saying for 2 months. Second month. So month is 1 only, right? So 1 month for the second month, that is 1 month only, divided by 100. So here you are getting 2 times of PR by 12 into 100. Right? Interest for the third month. So I3 will be, now in the third month, P plus P plus P. Total amount which you have deposited is 3P into R into the same third month only, divide by 12 into 100. So you can see 3 PR by 12 into 100. So first month the interest is PR by 12 into 100, second month 2 PR by 12 into 100, third month 3 PR by 12 into 100. So you can see the pattern, right? For the fourth month the interest will be 4 PR by 12 into 100, fifth month 5 PR divided by 12 into 100. So I am calculating the interest every month. So I will say in this way, the nth month, the last month, okay, I will say interest IN will be equal to N into P into R by 12 into 1 upon 100, right? This is the interest for the nth month, right? Now I will say my total interest I is equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3 plus I4 up to IN, right? So for the first month the interest is PR by 12 into 100. For second month it is 2 PR by 12 into 100. For third month it is 3 PR by 12 into 100, and this way for the last month it is NPR divided by 12 into 100. Now you can see very well that I can take PR by 12 into 100 common from every term, and I am left with here 1, here 2, here 3, then 4, then 5 up to n, right? This is a series, okay? So the sum of this 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 up to n is n into n plus 1 by 2. Okay, so it will be PR by 12 into 100, and this is equal to n into n plus 1 divided by 2. Sum of natural numbers up to n, starting from 1 up to the nth natural number, it will be n into n plus 1 divided by 2. So this is your formula for the interest. This is your formula for the interest. Okay, so what is the formula, beta? The formula for interest is P into R by 12, okay, into n plus 1 divided by 2 into 1 by 100. I write it like this, so it is easier in this way to remember. Principal, rate percentage for the total number of months, n into n plus 1 divided by 2, n into 1 by 100, the 100 which was in denominator, right? This is the total interest. Now the second thing which comes is your maturity amount. The second thing which comes at the end is your maturity amount. Maturity amount will be the total amount deposited by you plus the interest, right? So I will say that it will be total principal amount, the total amount which you have deposited plus the interest, right? Now you can see very well that you have deposited P rupees every month for n months. So suppose 100 rupees 1 month, in 2 months 200, in 3 months 300, in 4 months 400. So in n months n into 100. Similarly, P for 1 month, 2P for 3 months, 3P for 3 months. So for n month it will be n into P plus this interest, right? So this is the maturity amount. Okay, this is what? Your maturity amount. Got it? So this is how you got these formulas. So once you have the understanding that how you have got these formulas, directly mugging it, if you understand the method that how you got these formulas, it becomes easier to understand the topic, it becomes easier to solve the questions. Got it? So this is everything which is out there for the topic, your recurring deposit account. Okay, so these are the formulas I have told you. Interest formula, I have written it in different form, but same thing. And this is the maturity amount, maturity value. Got it? And total money deposited will be P into N. Okay, this also you can just common sense right now, since you have understood this part very clearly, by common sense you can say it will be P into N. Got it? This is all the basics of the recurring deposit account, and now let's have a look at some questions. Okay, so the first question for you is this. Manish opens a recurring deposit account with the Bank of Rajasthan and deposits rupees 600 per month for 20 months. Calculate the maturity value of this account if the bank pays interest at the rate of 10% per annum. Okay, now again just see which value is given. So he is depositing rupees 600 per month. So I can say P is what? Rupees 600. right, for 20 months. So n is equal to what? 20 months. And the rate percentage is given as 10% per annum, right? So what we need to calculate? We need to calculate the maturity value. So first let's calculate interest. So I can say interest is equal to what I have told, P into R by 12 into n into n plus 1 divided by 2 into 1 by 100. Let's put these values. So 600 into R is 10 by 12 into n is what? 20 into 21 upon 2 into 1 upon 100. Now let's do the cancellation over here. Let us do some cancellation over here. So you can very well see two zeros to two zeros got cancelled. Okay, 6 ones are 6 twos are. Okay, then you can see the 2 and 2 into 4, and here it will be 5 times. Okay, 2 twos are 4, 4 fives are 20. Okay, and anything else? No, denominator is all cancelled, right? Yes. So now you have got 5 into 21. 5 into 21 is 105, into 10 is 1050. So the interest is rupees 1050. Right? Now the maturity value is equal to n into p plus interest. So n is 20 into 600 plus the interest is 1050, right? So 2 6 are 12, 0 0 12,000 plus 1050. So you are getting 13,050. So this will be your maturity amount, that is rupees 13,050. You can see, beta, I'm telling you, trust me on this. The questions are really easy in this topic. Only these two formulas. Sometimes they will not give you principal, sometimes they will not give you rate. So simple equations you need to solve. Nothing else. There is nothing difficult in this part if you have understood the concept of this. What is the recurring deposit account? If once this is clear, then there is nothing in this chapter. Nothing. It's very easy. Only calculations, nothing else. Got it? Okay, let's go for the next question then. Next question. A man has a recurring deposit account in a bank for 3.5 years. If the rate of interest is 12% per annum and the man gets rupees 10,206 on maturity, find the value of monthly installments. Here asking find the value of monthly installment. That means P is not given. Okay, rate percentage is given as 12%. Number of months, it is given 3.5 years. So number of months will be 3.5 into 12, so that is 42 months. Okay, so the calculations are going to be a bit tough. 42 is over here. Okay, so maturity value is given as 10206. Maturity value is 10206. So I can say maturity value is equal to n, which is 42 into p plus p into r by 12. So r is 12%, so 12 by 12, r by 12 into, okay, into 42 into 43 divided by 2 into 1 by 100, right? So this to this got cancelled, and I think I will cancel this also. 21 into 43, or if I take 42p common, I think then it will become more easy for me. Let's see. Okay, no problem. No problem. So let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. So here you have 10206 is equal to 42p, and let me not cancel it so that I can take 42p common, right? So I will not cancel this part. If I take 42p common, okay, let's not cancel this. Let's not cancel this. 42p can be taken common. So these are just different ways to calculate, to make your calculation fast. Okay, I saw 42p is common in both, so let's take that common. So if I take 42p common, here I will be left with 1 plus, here I am left with 43 divided by 200. Okay, so I will be left with 10206 is equal to 42p, and take LCM into 243 by 200. So p is equal to 10206 into 200 divided by 243 into 42. Correct. So I think this will definitely get cancelled. Okay, One more idea, 243 into 42. देखो 3 2 the 6 is forming. I think it can get cancelled. Let's see what is 243 into 42. So 2 3 is 6. Okay. 2 4 is 8. 2 2 is 4. And 4 3 is 12. 4 4 is 16 plus 1 17. Power 1. 4 2 is 8 plus 1 9. So 6 2 is 0. Right? It is correct. 2 and 1 0 2 0 6. So this whole got cancelled with this whole, and you are left with P is equal to 200. Okay, so I knew in these questions anytime it might get cancelled. So I just checked for that part. Okay. The only thing here is that the calculations are difficult. Otherwise, the questions are fairly easy. But calculations sometimes, or calculations are not even difficult, they are a bit lengthy. So they are tiresome. Rest, everything else is very easy. Okay, so now let's go for the next question. If this question is clear, only simple thing, they have given the principal amount, they are asking you to find out the part of what? You have to find out the principal amount, rest all is given. Okay, next question. Next question, 200 is your correct answer. Next question. Hanif has a cumulative bank account. Now see, this cumulative is nothing new, it is same. Recurring deposit account is also called as cumulative bank account, and deposit 600 per month. So P is 600. Okay. For a period of 4 years. So 4 years, so number of months, oh my god, will be 12 into 4, which is 48 months. Okay. If he gets rupees 5880 as interest, so interest is rupees 5880 at the time of maturity. Find the rate of interest per annum. So we need to find out R. Now be very careful. It is not the maturity value. It is the interest. So I will use the formula for interest. That is I is equal to P into R by 12 into n into n plus 1 by 2 into 1 by 100. So interest is given as 5880 is equal to 600 into R I don't know by 12 into 48 into 49 by 2 into 1 by 100. Okay, so it is 12 ones are 12 fours are 2 twos are, right? And I'll be left with 5880 is equal to, these two zeros to two zeros got cancelled. So 6 into R into 2 into 49, which is 98. So 6 into 98 into R. So I think now everything will get cancelled. So 5880 is divided by 6 into 98. Right. So first let's divide it by 6. So 6 ones are, and it will become 6 nines are 54 and 6 8s are 48, 980 upon 98, which is equal to 10%. So the rate percentage per annum will be 10%. What is the rate? Rate is 10% per annum. Got it? Questions, trust me guys, very easy questions. Okay, just have to do here and there. Okay, nothing else. The next question, 10% per annum. Mr. Gupta opened a recurring deposit account in the bank. He deposited rupees 2500 per month for 2 years. So I got to know P is rupees 2500. Time period for 2 years. So N will be what? 2 into 12, which is 24 months. Now you might be very clear that why time period is always taken in months, because in the formula I have taken number of months, because every month I was calculating, right? Because many students ask this doubt that, sir, why we are taking in months when we are calculating simple interest, compound interest, we take in years. Here you are taking in months, because in the formula itself, you remember, every month I have calculated the interest, right? At the time of maturity, he got this. So maturity value is given as rupees 67500. Got it. Then find total interest earned by Mr. Gupta and the rate of interest per annum. Okay. So first thing I can say, so maturity value is given. They are asking you to find out total interest earned. I know 2500 rupees submitted for 24 months. How much principal amount will be? Okay. So I will say total principal amount. I have told you at the starting one small formula. Total principal amount will be what? Number of times, number of months into amount deposited per month. So it will be 24 into 2500. Correct? So it will be equal to what? 0 0. And if I shift over here, so 15 to 12, so which is 15 to 12. which is equal to what? 60,000. 60,000 rupees he has deposited already. So I can say, sir, the interest will be, sir, maturity value, whatever is maturity value minus the principal amount, total principal amount. Right? By we know na. Maturity value is total principal amount, which is NP plus interest. So interest will be maturity value minus NP. So it will be 67,500 minus 60,000. So interest is only rupees 7,500. This is your interest. The interest is 7,500. Now we will find out the rate percentage per annum, right? So I know the formula for I, interest, is P into R by 12 into N into N plus 1 divided by 2 into 1 by 100, right? Interest I know is 7,500. Principal amount is 2,500. Okay, into rate percentage is what? Rate percentage we need to find out, R by 12 into 24 into 25 divided by 2 into 1 by 100, right? So 2 ones are 12s are 12 to 12 got cancelled. Okay, 2 zeros to 2 zeros got cancelled. So you have got 7,500 is equal to 25 into R into 25. So R is equal to 7,500 upon 25 into 25. 25 one times will give you 300 and 25 one more time will give you what? It will be giving you 12. So R is equal to 12%. As simple as that. Okay, as simple as that. So first I have got interest, as I knew how much total amount I have deposited, and once I got to know total amount deposited by me, I just used the formula for interest to get the rate percentage. Got it? Now the next question coming for you is this. This will be your homework question. Okay, this will be your homework question. I want you all to solve this question and tell me what will be the answer. Find the maturity value of this account if the bank pays interest at the rate of 12% per year. So you need to tell me what will be the maturity value. Think about it and then give me your answer. Okay, remember this is not 41 by 2. It is 4.5 years. It is 4.5 years. Okay, otherwise maybe you make mistake. It is 4.5 years. Got it? Okay, so this is your homework question. Now, as I was saying that on the occasion of this Independence Day, you will be getting 50% of 50% off. Okay, so to get this 50% off, beta, you need to apply the code GPE Pro. Okay, GPE Pro, and apply the 50% code. Remember, the maximum discount which you can get will be rupees 3,500. Okay, so this is the limit, but it is also more than enough. Yeah, you will see the prices are not even that much, so that is very good part, very good deal right now. And remember, it is only for 3 days. It is only for 3 days. So please, if you want to join it, this is the very reasonable time right now to join the Vedantu. Okay, so you need to go to the link vdnt.in/ytpro, select grade 10th ICSE 2021 and click here on get subscription. Got it? Then this part, this space, just apply the coupon code GP Pro and get 50% off. I would say 3 months and 6 months is a good offer to go for. Okay, 3 months and 6 months is a good offer to go for. Got it? So this is all from my side in today's class, but don't forget vdnt.in/ytpro. The link is available in the description box as well, and the coupon code is GPE Pro. GPE Pro. Got it? So thank you so much. I hope the session was very easy. I hope all of you enjoyed it. And if you have enjoyed it, don't forget to like the video, share the video with your friends so that we can have more and more students. We need to make this channel big as well. Got it? So we want more and more students, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Got it? Thank you so much for attending the class. I'll see you soon in the next class. Till then, bye bye. Khuda Hafiz. Sayonara. Bye bye.